I'm asked quite often by clients, how do I reduce my images? They tend to upload huge images, and when you go to their site, it takes a lot longer time for the page to download, and those images are blank for ages before they load onto their sites. And so this is a way to do it if you've got Photoshop. I'll do another video at another time about how to use a free program called GIMP.org, which is a very good program as well. So we're going to open an image, open a recent one. Now here's an image that I want to reduce to 500 pixels wide. Most images, and I usually recommend that you don't have images that are any more than about 600, either at their widest point or at their tallest point. So it's a long, thin image. You would make it maximum 600 pixels tall. And if it was a wider or a square photo, make sure that it's not much more than 600 pixels wide. So we're going to go and into the image section on the toolbar and go image size. Now you can see right here that this particular image is 4.1 megabytes. That's a huge image, and you don't want to load anything like that on a website. It's also 1220 pixels by 1179. You don't need it anything that large as well. So we're going to change, first of all, the resolution. A website doesn't need any more of a resolution than 72 dots per inch or pixels per inch. So we're going to change that first, and immediately that reduces the size of the pixels to 590 by 570. So we're going to change that to 600 being the widest point. And you'll see that this has reduced the file size less than 4. So it's 1019 kilobytes. Now, we're not going to finish there. When we save it, it will compress it further, so it'll be a lot smaller than that. So you click OK. Now, you can see that the image looks a bit smaller there, but we're only seeing it at 33% of the actual picture size. So we'll go 100 here and press enter, and we can see the whole file. All right, the next thing to do is to save it for the web. So we're going to go File, Save for Web and Devices, and you can see the image. Now this is a 4-up vision of what the file looks like. You've got your original file size here before we save it, and that's the original of what we've changed the size for. So it's 1020 kilobytes. The JPEG, now this is a medium file size. If we go high, if we were to save it for the web at high, it would be 97 kilobytes. It would take 18 seconds on a 56.6 kilobyte per second modem, which is a really old modem. That's not a up-to-date high speed. So I'm going to drag this, and I want to show you the quality. But you can see if I did this at high, there's no difference in quality. If this is low. This is low. I mean, you can see that this is a bit duller. The contrast isn't as good, but that's not bad actually, and people might not notice it. So what we're going to do here, though, is we're going to save this as medium, and you can say, see, that's only 61 kilobytes compared to 1,020 kilobytes. So that's what it's going to do. Now, this particular program compresses the file so that it's optimized for the web. So we're going to save that. We can call it, I'm going to call it comic strip, and never leave spaces in your the names of your files, and always make them descriptive of whatever it is. Really, what I've called this is our gadgets, but you could call it comic strip, or you could call it cell phones. Whatever is descriptive of whatever the image is the best thing for search engines. So we'll click Save. So now what we want to do is we want to close this image. You click on Close. Now, you might be surprised that it says Save changes to the Photoshop document. You're thinking, well, I just saved it. You've saved a version for the web. You haven't saved the original document that you opened up originally. And really, you don't want to. You should always save a different version because, for example, if this was an image that I got off of my camera and it's the only copy I have, if I save it and compress it for the web and overwrite that file with this one, that means I can never get it as big as it was before, and I can't use it to print. This is 72 DPI is only for the web, and it's really only for monitors. It's no good for printing, and you cannot make an image larger. So in this case, I would say, no, I don't want to change save the changes. I want to keep it the same size, and your original image is safe. All right, thank you very much.